What is the type of the superobject returned by super? From here. Return a proxy object that delegates method calls to a parent or sibling class of type. This is useful for accessing inherited methods that have been overridden in a class. The search order is same as that used by getItr except that the type itself is skipped. If the second argument is omitted, the superobject returned is unbound. If the second argument is an object, instance of type must be true. If the second argument is a type, class type 2 type must be true. This is useful for class methods. If I am correct, a type is a class, and a class is a type. A class is an object, so a type is also an object. Why does the quote distinguish the two cases when the second argument being an object when it is a type? When the second argument is a type, why is class type 2 type required to be true? What is the type of the superobject returned by super in each of the three cases respectively? Or how do you determine the type of the superobject returned by super? When the second argument is an object, because the search order is same as that used by getItr except that the type itself is skipped, I guess that the type of the superobject returned by super function should be a subclass of any ancestry class of the first argument type, but I found that it is actually not by testing with class. So did I misunderstand something?
You seem to be confusing the word type with the type built in. Here they simply references the first argument passed into super. What the documentation tells you is that if you pass in two arguments, then the second argument either has to be an instance of the first argument, or it has to be a subclass. In other words, either instance first underscore argument, second underscore argument, or issue class first underscore argument, second underscore argument, must be true. There is no other meaning here. Just like int or str or any of the other built-in types, the type of the object returned by calling super is that type. There are no separate types returned for different arguments. See the C source code defining the object. The super object implements a underscore getAttribute underscore hook that implements specific attribute behavior. The documentation tells you that the rules for attribute lookups are the same as for getItr, but with the documented row skip, but that does not mean that super returns an ancestor class. What actually happens is that super.getAttribute_ takes the row of the second argument, either type instance._row_ or cls._row_, depending on whether isInstance or issue class was true. Find the first argument in that sequence and start testing for attributes after that. Because the row is scanned for the type of the second argument first, it does have to be findable, which is why the constraints are what they are. In pure Python, this is what super does, simplified to focus on just the two-argument behavior.
Just for the point 3 about the type super in the three cases, two first are similar.
you want to see more, please consider subscribing.